Okay, good morning, my dear students. Now we are passing on to problem number 19. Problem number 19. Compute capital fund of Salem Sports Club as on 1/4/2019. Compute capital fund. This is the chapter we are going through. Accounts of not-for-profit organization. In this, I said there are three parts of accounts. One is the receipts and payments account. Second one is income and expenditure account. Third one is the balance sheet. In receipts and payment account, we write what all the receipts irrespective of capital or revenue item under the receipt side, and on the payment side also irrespective of it is the payment made for capital item or revenue item, it is entered there on the payment side. And the second part is income and expenditure account. I said under the income and expenditure account, all the incomes are written on the income side, which is connected with the accounting year for which it is prepared. And for expenditure side, all the expenditures related to the accounting year for which the problem is prepared. So, under income and expenditure account, if income is greater than the expense, that is excess of income, then we find it surplus. It is the balancing figure, surplus. If expenditure is greater, then the income will be lesser. Therefore, the balancing figure will be the deficit. So, under income and expenditure account, we can find surplus or deficit. In receipts and payments account, we find the closing balance of cash or bank. Then what about the capital fund? The capital fund is the balancing figure under liability side of the balance sheet. So, to find the capital fund, we must prepare the balance sheet. So, this is the balance sheet as on 1/4/2019. 2019. When you look at this date, you should remember that it is more or less equal to 31/3/2019. The balance sheet on the last date of the March should be the balance sheet in the next day, that is April 1st of the same year. So these two are one and the same. It is in the books of Salem Sports Club. In the books of Salem Sports Club. The books of Salem Sports Club. Okay, we shall pass on to write the assets and the liabilities given here. First one, sports equipment. It is an asset. Sports equipment. Sports equipment, the value of sports equipment is 30,000. The next item, computer. It is also an asset. Computer, 25,000. Then subscription outstanding for 2018-19. The date I have mentioned there, 31/3/19. So the account should have been started in April 18 and then it ends in March 19. This is the meaning of the last date of the account, 31/3/19. That is March 19. The account's preparation is ending on this date. Therefore, it should have begun in April 18. So, what is the accounting year? Shortly we say 18-19. So, this is the current accounting year. And the future year, the next year is 1920. The next year is 1920. We should remember this. Bearing this point in mind, the third item given in the tabular column, subscription outstanding for 18-19. Subscription outstanding, that is outstanding subscription. It is income outstanding. Income outstanding should appear on the asset side. Therefore, subscription outstanding. Subscription outstanding. Subscription outstanding. For the year 2018-19, it is the outstanding for the current year. The amount is 5,000. Then the next one, subscription received in advance. This for the coming year, that is 1920. Outstanding subscription of the current year will appear on the asset side, and the subscription received for the coming year, that is subscription received in advance, will be on the liability side. Subscription received in advance. Subscription received in advance. That is for the year 2019-20. 1920, the amount is 8,000. 8,000. And the next one, prize fund. Prize fund is a liability. I taught you in 11th standard itself, if there is any fund or reserve, it should appear on the liability side. So, what should be there? Prize fund must be on the liability side. Prize fund amount is 10,000. Then the next one is prize fund investment. If it is a fund liability, if it is an investment, then it is an asset. Prize fund investment. Prize fund investment, 10,000. 10,000. Then the next one is cash in hand. Cash in hand 7,000. 7,000. Cash at bank. Cash at bank 21,000. Now we have attended all the items given in the book. Now we can close it and later we can write the balancing figure as a capital fund. The total of this assets is the same 98,000 we can write here also. The balancing figure is 80,000. This balancing figure is otherwise called capital fund. Capital fund 80,000. Once again I repeat the same. In this problem, we are supposed to find the capital fund. There are three parts of the account under this chapter, and which part of the account should be prepared to find the capital fund. As I said in the beginning of this class, if we prepare receipts and payment account, we can find the closing cash balance or bank balance or both. If we prepare the income and expenditure account, we can find the surplus income, or if there is any shortage in income, we can find the deficit. So we can find either surplus or deficit. And the third part of the account, balance sheet only. Under this chapter, accounts of not-for-profit organization, we can find the capital fund. You should remember. So once you are asked to find the capital fund, you must prepare only the balance sheet of the club or association or mandram. Okay, we have written subscription received in 2019-20. It is accounting year and we are preparing the balance sheet as on 1/4/2019. This 1/4/2019 is nothing but 31/3/2019. So this year, accounting year ends in March. So this year should have begun in 2018 April. So the accounting year beginning month April and ending month March. Okay, with this can be written in short form 18-19. This 18-19 is the current accounting year. If any amount is received for 19-20, this is the subscription received in advance. So subscription received in advance is a liability, so it is written under liability side. Then next one, prize fund. Any kind of fund must be written on the liability side. We have written it here. And the other items, sports equipment is an asset, computer is an asset, prize fund investment. Prize fund is a liability, whereas prize fund investment is an asset. So we have written cash in hand and cash at bank. These are all assets we have written. Subscription outstanding. Here subscription received in advance, for the future it is received, therefore liabilities. For the current year, if there is any subscription pending, it is outstanding subscription, it must be written on the asset side. So we have completed writing or posting all the amount here. Now we can find the total. Asset side 98,000, liability side only 18,000, the balancing figure 80,000. This is otherwise called capital fund.